Once touted as PlayStation's Halo killer by every gaming news outlet at the time, Killzone ended up being anything but that. What it did end up being, however, was successful despite a number of rocky beginnings. With 6 games across majority of PlayStation's consoles and handhelds, Guerilla Games sure did build a name for itself with Killzone, but has the end come for Killzone itself? But to talk about the end, let's talk about Killzone's beginning. From its first release on the PlayStation 2 in 2004, Killzone had the privilege of being released 7 days before Halo 2's big launch on the original Xbox. Perhaps the media was right about this being a Halo killer. The game introduced players to the endless war between the ISA and the Helghast, taking place on the assault of the ISA's home planet. Reception of the game was mixed, but it was clearly successful enough to launch a new franchise for Sony. Killzone's next entry wouldn't be a proper sequel, but rather a spin-off for the PlayStation Portable in 2006 called Killzone Liberation. Taking place a few months after Killzone's story, this entry would take on a third-person isometric view instead of the traditional first-person the series is known for. But the story's 5th and final chapter wouldn't be included in the game, but rather in the form of DLC that, these days, can only be obtained through web archives of Guerrilla's old website. Killzone's sequel, Killzone II, would be announced at E3 2005 for the PlayStation 3, with footage so impressive, many argue if the trailer shown was actual in-game footage or not. As it turns out, it wasn't true gameplay, but rather a pre-rendered video of what the developer was aiming for, and this footage ended up being in the final product and looks 10 times better. The sequel was released for the PlayStation 3 in 2009, and would follow the ISA's attack on the Helghast homeworld. The game would receive the highest score in the franchise, being critically acclaimed by both critics and fans with massive improvements over the original. Killzone III directly continued the narrative of Killzone II in 2011, quickly picking up the story 6 months later and sees select members of the ISA stranded on the Helghast planet of Helgen. The series would introduce new Arctic war zones and push the PlayStation 3 to its limit. It also included PlayStation Move support, because someone at Guerrilla believed most first-person shooters will be played with motion controls in the future. Are we though? 2013 would not only have 1, but 2 Killzone games, the final 2 Killzone games to date, Killzone Mercenary and Killzone Shadowfall. Killzone Mercenary is most notable for bringing a true quality-made first-person shooting experience onto the PlayStation Vita handheld in comparison to the Vita's other releases. This side story takes place during the original Killzone trilogy, and rather than focusing on an army grunt that we're used to, players now played as a mercenary and would now see both sides of the war, all for a profit. A PlayStation 4 launch title, Killzone Shadowfall was highly advertised as a technical showcase for the PlayStation 4. The game would skip ahead 30 years after the events of Killzone 3 and would focus on a new cast of characters, with both parties living on the same planet with the idea of peace becoming less and less. With a new generation came new changes. The single-player campaign was more open-ended and more stealth-based than previous entries, and its multiplayer modes were praised. Shadowfall would be the last Killzone title released. The series also wouldn't be without its recognition. Though never truly expanded into a multimedia franchise like some of PlayStation's other franchises, Killzone did make appearances in games like Little Big Planet, Hot Shots Tennis Get a Grip, PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, and Astro's Playroom. Of course, it isn't too uncommon for a developer to want to explore further and develop other projects. After the development of Killzone 3, Guerilla Games would finally get their shot to develop a new, original IP starting with Horizon Zero Dawn. Released in 2017 to both critical and commercial success, a sequel, Horizon Forbidden West, followed in 2022. A third game is to be expected, and Sony has quickly gone all in on turning Horizon into a large franchise of its own, with a PSVR 2 exclusive, Horizon Call of the Mountain, and a Netflix series, Horizon 2074. Horizon Zero Dawn has since sold around 10 million copies, whereas Killzone Shadowfall is around 2.1 million. Stronger sales and a larger positive reaction for Horizon's launch could be a reason why a Killzone game hasn't happened in the years since Shadowfall. Horizon Zero Dawn is also a brand new IP that completely skyrocketed, while a well-established series like Killzone, despite it being successful, should have had a lot more success with Shadowfall. And here's where things start to go downhill. Well into the PlayStation 4 era, the series would get its first online server shutdown on March 29, 2018 for the PlayStation 3 entries Killzone 2 and Killzone 3. In January 2021, the official Killzone website shut down. The site was used to create and manage clans in Killzone Shadowfall. As the making of this video, if you go onto Killzone.com, a message pops up thanking fans and visitors throughout the years. And finally, On July 22nd, 2022, Guerilla Games' official Twitter account announced the online server shutdown for Killzone Shadowfall on the PlayStation 4 and Killzone Mercenary on the PlayStation Vita, with a shutdown date for both titles on August 12th, 2022. The short notice angered many players, as most PlayStation first-party server shutdowns are pretty decent at giving at least 3 months notice. This means that aside from offline bot modes, all online multiplayer for every single Killzone game has been shut down. While the series has been dormant since the release of Killzone Shadowfall, there was a rumor of a Killzone game on the PlayStation VR. Apparently, Supermassive Games, the developers behind the excellent Until Dawn, as well as various PSVR titles like Until Dawn Rush of Blood and The Inpatient, were developing the title. Clearly no strangers to the VR, Sony pulled the title from Supermassive Games and brought it in-house, but the developer is currently unknown. It could be because of the lackluster performance of Bravo Team. Supermassive Games' big last exclusive game with Sony developed in only 13 months, or because Sony wants to bring it to the PlayStation VR 2. But as of making this video, a Killzone VR title hasn't been announced, and the focus of Sony's big first-party PSVR 2 title, Horizon Call the Mountain, has been brought up multiple times. So is this the end of Killzone? Many signs point to yes. Guerilla Games has found larger success in Horizon, and PlayStation has fast-tracked that series into a proper franchise. Server shutdowns for the remaining Killzone games have happened, and the series hasn't had a proper game since the PlayStation 4's launch. But there is a possibility of the rumored Killzone VR game, and it could be announced down the road for the PlayStation VR 2. So what are your thoughts? Do you think the Killzone series is dead, or do you see a chance of a revival down the road? Let me know in the comments below. Please like and subscribe for future content, and check out this other video where I question if it's the end of another beloved PlayStation series, Everybody's Golf. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.